Going back on tour.
Yes, Rush is going back on tour. Let's effing go, man. I'm so excited. Today, we heard, I think, about 10 o'clock this morning, Eastern time, that Rush is going back on tour for their 50-something tour. I love that name. It's so very Rush. It's so very just goofy. And, they had said one time, maybe they'll go on tour for Rush R41 or something like. It's very reminiscent of like that. It's just goofy. It's kind of them poking fun at their age, I think, like in a way too, because it's just like they're not counting the years anymore. It's just 50 something, like whatever, right? So, so where was I? I was right here. I was working, and I got this text from Paul that said tour with like 8 exclamation points or something like that. I'm like, excuse me, what are you talking about? And then I look at this video, the 4.5-5 minute video that Rush put on their YouTube channel this morning. I'm like, you're totally trolling me. Like, this Rush has a message for Rush fans, right? I'm like, Paul, you got to be trolling me, right? And I watched it, and they said, we're going back on tour, and in their very goofy way, and they announced that they're bringing along Jeff Beck's drummer, Annika Niles. As we were just talking about, how do you properly pronounce that? That's how Getty pronounced it in the video. What they're doing 7 cities, parentheses of gold, 12 dates. What is it? LA? I don't know what the exact order, but it's LA, New Mexico, Fort Worth, Texas, New York City, Cleveland, Toronto, Chicago. I think that's all 7 of them. Over the course,
he said
Mexico City in Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3 countries, right? Yeah. The U.S., Mexico City, and what did I say? New Mexico?
You said New Mexico.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That'd be pretty
And
wild.
New York. Yeah. New York, Mexico. Yeah. Sorry. Misspoke. But
Toronto.
then, huh?
And Toronto.
And Toronto, yes.
I mentioned, yeah.
So they're starting in LA, where they finished on their R40 tour. I think that's a perfect transition into this new phase. And Getty said, and they did last night, October 5th, they did a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame interview. Our pal Donna was there. Donna introduced the band. Getty and Alex came out. They subtly, stealthily said they're going to go on tour again, and it was kind of met with like, are you trolling us, right? Like that kind of reaction. And then they like confirmed it, and then this morning with the video. But yeah, my initial reaction was just, I can't tell you how many times I just was walking around the house like, yeah, like just so pumped, right? Just out of nowhere, just total excitement. So this video here is to talk about our initial reaction, our thoughts, our initial thoughts. We will be doing a series, a little mini series on this. Maybe it'll be more than a mini series, but we have a couple ideas, like dream sets, like songs we want them to play, songs we think they might play. We will talk about the new drummer in its own episode. This is just our initial thoughts, what we were thinking, what other fans were thinking, what we've read on some of our posts, and hopefully some of these viewers will leave comments. We want to hear your thoughts too. We'll throw them on the screen as they come up. So whoever wants to go first, right? I mean, you got my initial thoughts to a degree there. I'll give you some more, but
I'll go.
Yeah, go.
So, okay. So I'm at work, and by the way, I am missing regionals, Go Wolves, for this live stream. So come on, girls, you can do it. That being said, I'm at work. Phone goes off, and look down, and it's a YouTube notification that says Getty and Alex have a message for fans, or a message for Rush fans, or whatever their video was called. So I hit play. I see them goofing around. I zip ahead a couple seconds, and all of a sudden, I hear the word tour. And I went, no way. Listen closer. Tour. Holy cow. And at my workplace, there's certain time constraints involved, and one was rapidly approaching. So I texted Ryan with the link. Watch this tour, 8 exclamation points, and then had to immediately stop what I was doing and do some work. So that being said, I was then out of the loop as my phone, there it is.
That says tour with like a zillion exclamation points right there. You can't really see it. And a random blank bubble. So there we go. Then you said I can't post on Facebook, right?
Believe it.
Yeah.
So then, meanwhile, my phone went from 87% down to 20% in about 2 hours because various panelists, admins, friends, family, etc.,
Yeah.
blowing up my phone. I had to grab the external battery out of my car because my phone dying at work would not have worked. But yeah, I couldn't be happier.
I can't tell you how many people
today. So people were saying, "Did you?" Yes, you did hear. Okay.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. I can't tell you how many people that I haven't talked to in years, like texting me, "Hey, did you hear? What the hell do you think?" I run like one of the world's largest, biggest Rush fan pages. Do you really think I didn't hear this at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Like, come on, people. Like, hey, did you hear Rush got a new drummer? Yes, I did. Yes, I know. Like, you think I live under a rock?
We still appreciate you letting us know before.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you.
To all the people who
and then our Discord blew up. Hey guys, did you hear that Rush is going on tour? It's just funny. That was fine. That obviously, but like, just my phone blew up too. But anyways, my initial reactions, I maintained for years, like, whatever they wanted to do, whatever they are happy with doing, I am happy with supporting. I am happy with going. I didn't go to any of the book tours. Unfortunately, they were way too far out of the way. I couldn't justify the trip. I was having some health issues at the time too, but now I think I mean, yeah, I'm planning to go to both New York shows. So if you're a viewer, you want to meet up, it's a Tuesday and a Thursday, which kind of sucks. I wish it was like a Thursday.
Chicagoans will talk.
Yeah. Paul is also going to New York. Kira's going to New York. Nick is going to New York. A whole bunch of other people are going to New York as well that aren't on. We're trying to get a little group going. But yeah, I mean, initial thoughts. It's all seemed to happen organically from the interviews that I was watching. Like you could kind of see it coming. Like book tour, New Getty, 2 songs that were released from the year 2000 that were demos. It felt like this was a possibility, so I wasn't shocked. Like I wasn't like super surprised when Paul said tour. I wasn't like, oh my god, like I can't believe they're doing this type of thing. It was more like, oh my god, like thank God my Rush withdrawal is now being satisfied, right? So it wasn't like a shocked excitement. It was a holy crap, we finally get to all meet and go to a Rush show together when we're doing videos and meeting to do other things and breakfast and golf and other, like we get to go see Rush, which was the whole reason this channel even came about, right? So I think I'll have more. We'll talk about the drummer Annika on a different episode. But my initial thoughts were, again, that happened organically. They picked the right person that they thought would carry on the Rush legacy, Neil's legacy, and I'm 100% fine with it. I don't know anything about her. I have an open mind. I've watched a few videos, and I think she's very good. I mean, I think we all as Rush fans have to go into it as nobody's going to replace Neil. This is not Rush 2.0. This is still Rush. This is just a new phase, though, of Rush. This is a new iteration of Rush, and we are here to support it. I mean, if you're going to be one of those people who are completely...
It's not your thing? Great. Better seats for us.
Don't go. Yeah. I mean, what I have to say to you is, I can't believe they replaced John Rutsey. You can't replace John Rutsey. I mean, it's like, I mean, bands go, yes, it's Rush, and yes, it's unique, and yes, it's a 3-piece band for 40 years, and we're all like, 2.0 was when 2.0. Yeah, 2.0 was when Neil joined. Really,
I
I
was
mean,
about to call that comment
yeah.
out. Pick that up.
Another
There's
joke
no
stole
word.
from me, Ryan.
Yeah.
Keep
Oh,
going.
yeah. Here. Yeah. Sorry, throwing some comments on the screen.
Thank you.
2.0 was when Getty joined.
Yeah, I mean, bands evolve, music evolves. Like, people meet new people, and this was through Getty's bass tech, Scully, who worked with Jeff Beck. This is Jeff Beck's drummer. Alex and Getty have huge respect for Jeff Beck. I mean, they posted about it when he passed away. So I mean, there are ties, right? So he was a huge influence for them too, when they were younger. So thank you for choosing a female drummer. Ecstatic. Yeah, very Rush thing to do, I would say, for sure.
Yeah.
I hope Ryder can get tickets. My understanding is Ryder is looking at going to the Cleveland show and the LA show. So yeah, and again, this is a year out, right? So we'll be talking about this forever. Finally, a female Rush concert outside of here.
And Alana and Donna.
And Alana and Donna and Sarah and Kate and
Sarah and Kim in the comments.
And Kate,
There's two good-looking girls in the Vegas show from R42. Shout out them. I hope I get to see them this time.
Awesome news.
I'll actually talk to them this time if they show up.
Yeah.
Must be boom. The choice of Annika Niles must be a good fit for them. That's it.
Yeah, John Kim. Yeah, 100%.
It's not our decision who the drummer is. If they wanted to go Danny Carey, fine. If they wanted to go Mike Portnoy, fine. If they want Stuart Copeland, if they want to pull Lars Ulrich from Metallica, I would go. Like, I don't care, right? It's still Alex and Getty. It's 2/3 of the greatest band ever, and yeah, I did a little bit of poking around. Like, is this for real? Like, right? So. Let's see. So
I do want to throw out one more thought that I did not originally say, and then I'm done, except when I'm not done. I finally get to see Rush with my son. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Awesome.
That's so special, Paul. That's honestly,
yeah.
That's gonna make me cry. No.
I thought I wouldn't be close to middle age seeing them like all the people who were close to middle age back when I got to see them when I was like a teenager. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Here's your kid. I still have a kid.
This is I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I think there's a lot of unknowns at this point, and I think they have. I mean, they haven't played live in 10 years, and by this point it'll be 11 years. Well, they have, but I mean, like one-off tribute shows. I mean, like a legitimate tour. This is a small tour. It's 12 shows, but they're going to be 75 years old at this point, or whatever, 74,
72.
close to it.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I mean, I just saw Judas Priest. Rob Halford is like 77. He sounded fantastic. But then you go, but then you go watch the Ozzy show and you look at Guns N' Roses and they're absolutely awful. Well, Slash was fine, but you look at Axl's voice and completely awful. So we don't know what we're getting. I don't think they know what they're getting, right? I mean,
but I don't think they would do it if they couldn't do it well.
That is fair.
That's
I mean, they've been playing. They've said they've been playing quite a bit, right?
They'd back out if they couldn't do it to their own satisfaction.
But I think that there's, it's the same thing as sports. You can practice all you want, but once you're live and once you're there, it's different. So we'll see.
As Neil used to say, so much can go wrong.
Exactly. It could be, they could feel differently about their performance or their situation as the shows go on, and they may say, okay, yeah, at the end of it, we're done. That's it, right? I mean, who knows? I mean, it's in Cleveland. It's ending in Cleveland. So
the watchmaker keeps to his schemes.
I mean, here, right. We'll see what happens. Exactly.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. I mean, my response was, my first gut feeling was, I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
And that's because if you go back and look at the Time Stand Still documentary, Getty especially, but both Getty and Alex were like, we want to keep doing this thing, but this other guy doesn't want to, and that hurts, Getty said. And then, of course, that was before, what happened with Neil and his glioblastoma and losing it. And Getty said publicly, You don't replace a member in this band. This isn't going to happen. But then they played with multiple drummers in the Taylor Hawkins tribute, and they got a little bit of taste of playing together again. And face it, these guys, Get and Al have been friends since junior high school, and played music together all their lives. And it's hard to let go of that. And so I think playing together again, playing in Getty's studio and his, home in Toronto, and they went from we're not going to do this to we want to do this. And newsflash, they're allowed to do that.
Boom. Yeah.
And
so this comment, I would disagree with this.
I disagree respectfully.
Yeah, I would disagree with this. I mean, so based on this comment, is the debut album not Rush? That's my question.
Well, it's like, my whole thing is like, it's Rush and it's not Rush. Getty and Al are Rush.
Then you follow it up with this.
And
it is, but it's still Rush.
It's not what we've known for 40 years and what I've known since I was 11 years old. But they want to do it. They want to play their music together again, and they found a drummer that they feel confident going out on some shows with. And why the heck not? See, Ryan, I didn't use profanity.
Thank you.
Why the heck not? Play and let's go to some shows, those of us who can, and celebrate. Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't overthink it. Just and watch Getty and Alex being so happy and get totally blown away by Annika playing the drums. And it's another time, right?
See, I understand the sentiment with this, and I completely understand where these people are coming from. But it's also not our decision as fans what they do with their time, how they name their band, and who they pick to play their music. So,
Robert's comment too. Same thing. Robert,
right?
Reliable, one of our absolute regulars in the live chat. That's why I wanted to call it out. He's saying exactly what we're saying.
It's their choice what they do with their lives, and again, they're in their 70s. They want to play music. They need a drummer. So the other thing is, we were talking about this prior. Alex went and played with Andy Curran, Al Fanabellini, and Maya Wynn. Yes. And guess what? Sure, he did that to experiment with new sounds, but there was also the idea to elevate a young musician in Maya and get her some recognition. And having Andy on that bill as well helped along with Alex. This is probably doing the same thing. This is a person as a drummer, and Annika, that is relatively unknown to, I would say, most of the Rush community, is what I'm hearing. I didn't know who she was prior to this, right? What I've heard is people weren't too familiar with her, or even they weren't familiar with her at all. Good.
In another world, she's actually exceptionally well known. But there are so many musical worlds.
Right. Yeah, exactly. The Rush universe is a different universe, and I think that this is their chance to help elevate another young musician. Not as young as Maya. I mean, she's in her 40s, but I mean, corresponding to their age, right? I mean, she's 30 years younger, right? So she's still got a large music career ahead of her, to where this can elevate another musician. That someone like, the drummers we mentioned earlier, they don't really need it. So.
One thing I think of about this was when Rush was going to do Clockwork Angels, and they wanted the string ensemble. And one of the stories I saw, I don't know whether it was YouTube or where it was, one of the violinists was getting the email about, do you want to come and play this show? And her husband was looking over his shoulder and saw the email. And he knew Rush. She didn't. Stereotype. And he said, you are going on this tour, So it's such a Rush thing to do, to say, let's do something, let's bring a string ensemble. Alex, Andy Curran was the one that knew Maya, and brought her in. And, I can't help but think maybe they were talking about doing something. And here's Scully working with Jeff Beck. And here's Annika and says, hey, guys, you want to do this? I got a drummer, So it's just all a million puzzle pieces that just happen to fall together just right. And I just can't wait to see him on stage again. That's all that matters.
I like this comment quite a bit because you pick a household name, everyone's going to pick it apart. Oh, he's not Neil, right? Mike Portnoy, he can't play everything Neil did, or nobody's Neil. That's not the point. And nobody is Neil Peart, right? So the baggage of a household name, right? This is someone that's fresh. It's a fresh face, and it's going to be a fresh take on Rush, and they're going to honor Neil's legacy. And they said that they're going to honor Neil 2 or 3 times in every show in some capacity. So we'll talk about that later and what that might entail and what our guesses on what that might entail. But Kira and Nick, you guys have any thoughts?
Yes. Well, I was at work too, of course.
Kira's got 100 thoughts, so let's try to shrink it to maybe like 10.
Thank you, Peter Rozminski. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, well, I also found out at work, and I work in healthcare, so I can't be watching videos on my phone, unfortunately, because I'm answering the phone, patients, doctors' offices, the OR, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I'll be honest, like Alana, one of our other admins, I kind of thought it was fake. I was like, nah. It wasn't until I went into my email and saw the email with the pre-sale that I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually real. And to be honest, like, I was so busy at work and also, but like so excited and running on adrenaline that it's not really till now that it's starting to set in. But I guess how I feel is I'm very surprised. Wasn't expected, but I'm very emotionally excited about the show because I didn't get to see R40. Unfortunately, it was not, they weren't playing anywhere near me and I was in school and that just wasn't going to work. So getting to see them for this is special. And in short, what I really hope for this show is that I really just want the guys to have fun, really, and not feel pressured to have like a super like high production show with, all the graphics and everything like that. These guys are 72. So
that's a good comment. That's a very good comment. That opens it up to, sorry, Kira, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that opens it up to songs like Available Light, or Emotion Detector, like someone's comment.
The comments have been
Brandon.
really great.
Yeah, that opens it up to more because I can tell you firsthand from some of the tribute bands that we talked to, specifically Vicky Hudson has told me, I mean, she knows how much I love Emotion Detector. She told me it's almost impossible to do that because I think his name's Ed, the bass player and the keyboard player can't do all that at once, and like it's not physically possible. So and Getty did say that. Now they said they're doing 35 songs they have prepared, and in those 35 songs, they're going to do a bunch of hits, and then they're going to do songs that, like, they didn't say never played live, but they said like some songs deeper in the catalog. I forget what the phrase was. But they said basically deeper cuts. Yeah. So I would imagine there's probably going to be 1 or 2 or 3 maybe songs that were never played live. So that's certainly something that could be an option. So
2 things I got to say real quick. West Coast Dave, aloha back. And and Ryan, check your phone.
Oh. Well, anyways, honestly, I just want to see Getty and Alex having fun, like two best friends just playing like they're playing in their studio.
That's exactly.
Given their age and everything, I don't think they should like push themselves or really have any high expectations. I just hope that they, that they enjoy it. Really, that's. I mean, and I'm sure this is really hard to do without Neil. Like this is probably was a very hard decision in a way.
Good luck singing The Garden or whatever sappy song they play at this first show. I guarantee you. Someone commented, hold on. Rick G commented after Image. Again, we're gonna get to what songs we think they might play. This is on my list 100%. I think this will be played as part of the Honor Neil moment. I know this wasn't written about Neil, but as soon as Neil passed, everybody said suddenly you were gone from all
I
the
think
live
Neil
shooting.
wrote it about him.
Yeah. So I could see that. Aloha from Hawaii.
Aloha nui, brother.
Different strings. I could totally see them coming out for a couple acoustic songs because of the new drummer, right? I mean, it would totally work.
Oh, if they
I
play
would love to
golf-
hear
if they
Alex
play
solo
Swan,
or
I'd
different
go
strings
fine.
live. At the end of different strings, that solo is there are no words for that solo, and to hear that live would be
Which one?
different strings
Yeah.
at the end of that. Yeah.
Thoughts on attendance? I would say get your tickets relatively early because I have a feeling every single one of these are going to sell out, especially Toronto, especially LA, and especially the one in Cleveland because there's only one. I would suspect the New Mexico one probably will.
Mexico City.
I keep
That's
saying
twice
New
we've done
Mexico.
that.
Mexico City. I would expect the Mexico City one to probably not be as packed. I don't know, but maybe
I
the Fort.
disagree completely. I think
You
that's
think?
going to
It'll be sold out.
Oh, I think they're all going to sell out, but I think you might have a little bit more luck with that one. I don't know. The hell do I know? I'm going to New York City. I'm
All the
doing
Dallas
pre-sales.
people, huge Rush contingent here in Dallas.
Yeah.
They'll go up to. Is it Mexico City or New Mexico? They'll go south or north, but they'll be there.
It's south, apparently. Clearly, I didn't take geography.
Today's been a blur for all of us.
It kind of has been, yeah. What do we think about Getty's voice? No clue. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Cut the cheese out. I think it was Eddie Trunk that was talking to Getty about cutting dairy out of his diet during R40 or something like that. So I would imagine that'll happen. There's probably no more Rush beer for a while. It doesn't matter what they play. It's all going to be great. Absolutely. 100% agree with that. We are going to talk about it because we are Rush fans and we like to talk about this stuff. But yes, the Honor Neil moment will be. Yep, that's correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Entre knew that'd be cool.
They did that Snakes and Arrows, which was awesome. The first leg, not the second leg, but yeah.
This we don't know. I would imagine. I mean, haven't heard otherwise. So, Nick, you want to add something? We'll wrap up here in a moment, but
yeah, I think I'm the perfect person to wrap up with this because I probably straddle the line perfectly between the people who say they're absolutely not going to go and the people who are excited to go. I think a lot of people in the Discord probably could sense that I was kind of conflicted on this immediately when I first heard it. And I've been going through it all day. It wasn't until we all got together tonight to our final. I was like, all right, I'm excited. Let's go. We get to see a show together. This is cool. But honestly,
well, that's just it, dude. I'm more excited to see all of you guys in one spot than I am. Well, maybe not more, but as excited.
The vibes are going to be great. I look forward to seeing everybody. So I'll just give my rundown on this because I think this is important for a lot of the people who probably, maybe for the people who aren't as like psyched about this. So I got a Snapchat from a buddy of mine today, which is wild. Snapchat I think barely even existed when I don't think I had Snapchat when R40 happened. It was 11 years, or it's gonna be 11 years between tours. It's wild to think about. But a buddy of mine snapped me and said, "Hey, looks like there's going to be a really nice VIP." He's a buddy of mine who lives up in Cleveland, works up there, has connections, and he just sent me a Snapchat. Said, "Hey, going to be probably pricey, but I think you're going to have a chance to, meet the guys when you go." And I was like, "What the heck are you talking about?" Didn't say heck. I was like, "It's 10 in the morning. I'm working." I'm like, "What are we talking about here?" Then I go on, I just randomly in between meetings pull up my Facebook page and I see that they had changed the banner to 50 something. And I'm like, what is this? I was like, okay. I liked it. I just literally was like, because that's just what I do. I'm just all right. I scroll, doom scroll some more, negativity. Just all the usual negativity. And then I start seeing fan page stuff, people being excited, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then I'm like, and then finally I see this thing saying it was tore, and I'm like, huh? And I'm like, this gotta be like a troll job. And then everyone's like, there's pre-sale, there's stuff, and boom, here we are. So I was like, all right. And for a long time, I was like, I don't think they should tour. And so when that initially came out, I was like, how do I feel about this? Because now it's happening. It's actually happening. We've talked about this before.
It's happening, yeah.
I've said for a while, I wasn't like that. I was not like that. I was not giddy, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I went through a lot of emotions on this, and I imagine a lot of fans, based off comments, especially the ones saying this isn't Rush, I imagine a lot of them probably felt the same way, and some of them may still feel that way. Let me just say this. The drummer thing to me is not a big deal. In fact, I'm really glad they grabbed somebody who's not famous. The more we've talked about tonight, the more I'm excited it's not.
I agree.
Based off everything that's been said and stuff I've read and the couple of YouTube videos I watched, this girl is really exceptionally good at what she does. And it seems like she already knows the catalog really well. That's huge. Not to mention the fact that, like Ryan, you said, they wouldn't include her if it didn't fit. We'll talk about the drummer later more, but basically, I think she might be the perfect fit, and this is awesome. There are a lot of opportunities on this beyond just setlist stuff. I joked with Paul today, our buddy Paul today from Canada, who said he's probably going to the Toronto show. Maybe they'll bring in Max Webster and play Battlescar. That'd be sick. Some of these other dates, they could bring in other guest musicians. They could. They could do all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of things they could do. I have questions. I've seen several acts who hadn't toured in a long time, or older acts. I saw, and it's gone back and forth between they were really great and, man, they should stop touring. Which are we going to get? And let me finish my thought on this, because I want to make sure this is clear. I've seen America, Toto, and David Gilmour in the last couple of years. And all of them were exceptional at their age. America was celebrating their 50th tour, much like Geddy and Alex are, and they were outstanding. I've also seen Motley Crue and Genesis. Motley Crue, we'll just, we'll ignore that. Genesis was hard. It looked like Phil was going to die on stage, and that hurt. That really hurt. I tend to think we're going to get more the Toto, the America, the David Gilmour. I really do. But, again,
they were smart enough to space these dates out, too, to give their old bodies rest.
Yeah.
Like,
this is
they're pretty
Alex
transparent.
is going to go play golf on the day off.
They're pretty. It's more than day. Well, in between,
there's 2 weeks in between Chicago and New York.
I mean, they're pretty strategic about how these dates are placed, and that they would probably go home, right? I mean,
right. So let me finish what I'm saying on this. So I was still when I saw the dates, I was very conflicted. I was like, all right, Cleveland's not far from me. I'll just buy a ticket close to that show and just go. And it was kind of almost depressing to me how like I was going through my head like, wow, like I really thought like what a perfect way to end it with R40. Like I'm good, like a lot of other fans did. And I've read some of the comments who are really negative. The comments on the drummer, I'm just ignoring. I that's really awful. But the other comments though, I get where people are coming from. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, it's been 11 years, and how cool is it that people who didn't ever get to see them, like there's guys who are like 20 years old. How cool is it that there are people who are like 20 years old who didn't get to see them, or maybe they were like 10 and had no clue what was going on. Now they get
Yeah.
And
Or even like young kids now too.
and I
Uh,
mean,
yeah, Colton. I think his name was Colton on here.
Was
That
19.
left the comment. He's 19. It's the first time he's seeing them. There's people that are like that even in our Discord that are our age or that are older as well that
that
have the same
never.
deal.
And
And
so
I want to add this, Nick. I'll let you keep talking about it. I just want to add
yeah,
this too. All the Rush shows I went to, I didn't have any Rush friends during that time until 2020 when we started this. Like, I mean, I met like one or two people that helped me run Rush Fans on Instagram from like 2015 to like 2020 in the pandemic, and then Neil passed, and then we started this. I didn't know any of you guys until this is a totally different universe for all of us because none of us had each other at that point, right? So
True.
this is crazy to be able to even think. Like I was saying earlier, yeah, I'm excited to see Rush, but to see Rush with all my Rush friends that I've made over the past 5 years is the added bonus to this, right? So, and
It's
we can
so
only get
surreal.
freaking David to fly to New York too, then
Yeah.
and,
I'm
and
flying all the way from Florida, so
stick
so
Jim in your suitcase. He's skinny enough. Bring him too,
so all,
and Shane.
so
Yeah.
I'll wrap
Yeah.
up with this.
Yep.
No, like I said, so
Yep.
I'm trying to remember where I left off. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that for me personally, I know what a lot of people who like probably felt the same way, like, oh man, R40 was the perfect way. I don't know that I want to see Rush without Neil. I don't know how I feel about the guys being ordered out. They finished it perfectly. I get all that. But the more I've thought about it, the more I've gotten excited to the point now where I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. Like I'm really happy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool, like Ryan, you said, to see them with everybody. It's going to be cool to see something that you didn't think was going to
Shout
happen.
out Alana.
I've seen like 50 people comment that.
Alana.
Because I go get a beer. So, anyways, because at the time, here's the wild thing, and I'll say this too. When I saw them, the last time I saw them, I was 25. I'll be 36 for these shows. I was not. It was I had to really stretch my funds to go see them back then. Now I'm in a position to financially go to multiple shows. And I'm literally, it's like, let's go to multiple. And finally, I just think it's cool that like not everybody who likes older bands gets to see their band again. Like they think it's done and then
yeah.
And so for me, like I went from being really kind of like not sure and kind of like kind of not happy about this to now I'm stoked. Now I'm pumped. Now I'm like, and literally I was texting Paul. I texted Paul today, and Paul, I don't think you understood what I was saying. I was like, how do you feel about the shows? Because I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm in like meetings for work, and I'm like, and I'm going through it. Like I'm like, thank God I wasn't on camera.
I didn't get much work done today.
I'm going through it. I'm sitting there. I'm trying to listen to these people talk about crap I don't obviously care about at the moment because I'm like, holy crap! Like this tour got like, what is this? I went through it today. So
It was like the day we got the Neil news.
That's
like
exactly what it was.
It felt like that, but like twisted and like in a good way. But it felt like this huge weight just on top of me. I don't know.
And let me just say this too, because I've noticed this in the comment. Because I think a lot of people commenting this probably feel this way based off comments. I don't doubt that even the people who immediately were excited about this aren't like, it's going to be tough without Neil. Like it is like, it's going to be hard that first show to see a different drummer. I mean,
12, all of them. I think they're going to do. I think they might record all of them, honestly. For that, how many shows will be recorded? I think they might do all of them.
But yeah, I just so I guess just to the people out there who aren't excited about this or don't think they should be doing it. I was kind of on your side before, but now I'm like, nah, I think this is actually really good. Like Ryan said, if Getty and Alex want to do this, they should. And, it's Rush 3.0. And I think that if they decide to, maybe they'll even make a new album. I don't know.
Yeah, but hold on, Nick. Time out. Getty specifically said he doesn't want this he said this in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame interview. he doesn't want this to be Rush 2.0, or in your case 3. He wants this to be Rush. No, I'm just telling you, like, that they're not treating this as
That's
another iteration of Rush. They're treating this
Yeah.
as like the progression of the natural organic progression of the band, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
So
think the thing that really like flipped it for me, where I finally was like, all right, yeah, this is cool. Like, I'm cool with this. Neil's family being on board with it.
boom,
I
that
think
too.
the
Yeah.
statement I think the statement from the family, and we've hung out with Nancy and them, and I think the statement really, I was like, okay, so
Well,
yeah,
they didn't mention Nancy though. They mentioned Carrie and Olivia both being on board with it. They didn't mention Nancy. I don't know. Maybe
Nancy posted something today.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
she did.
On
Okay.
the,
Yeah.
on the golf
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
She put
That's,
it up
I
on.
apologize. That's what I was referencing, but also Carrie and it's all good.
Yeah.
And one more thought on this too. That's probably going to shake a little people up too. Even though it's not Neil playing, his daughter did get to see him play and did get to hear their music, but she was very young. Now she's going to be able to take. She's probably a teenager now. She's going to be able to take her teenage friends to this show and say, my daddy made all this music, and get to hear her dad's friends play.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Very
And
bittersweet.
Ryan,
Here.
do I have time for one more comment, or should I save it? for the
Kira
next
has
episode?
Kira has to drop. I want to end it with this, but go ahead, David.
Super quick. Just going back to when Rush ended, there were people that were like, "Oh, who's going to be the next Rush drummer? We want to, have Rush do it. It could be this person, that person." It's like, as a lifelong Rush fan, since I was 11, I'm 60. I'm like, do you know who this band is? They're not just going to replace Neil. And then there was the other people that said, "Oh, they can never ever play again together. It could never be Rush and whatever." And so it's like both of those sides were wrong. One, Rush can do whatever they want, but they just in what they're doing with this tour is pretty much just, I don't know what the right word is. Can we replace Neil? Neil can never be replaced. Both of those statements are actually true, and Rush is doing it in such a way that it's still Rush, and it's still honoring Neil.
That's a very good point.
And it's still awesome. And, come on, quit having expectations of guys that are a lot more experienced and smarter than any of us, that have lived this life.
Well, and the other thing,
Some are born, and they were born to move the world. They did their thing.
yeah, the other
Let
thing
me
too
finish.
is,
Oh, go ahead, Nick.
no, I was just saying the other thing too is I do remember on R40 I was not the youngest person like I was when I first saw them in 2007 when I was like 17, 18 years old, and not just because I'd aged up. When I saw them when I was 25, there were kids, there were teenagers, there were girls. I mean, it was like
multi-generational band.
Yeah. And I tell you what, look, I can't speak for everybody I don't know that everyone feels this way personally. There hasn't been too much new music that's come out in the last 5 years. And I'm not just talking popular music. I really haven't found much new stuff in the last 5 years. And maybe I'm getting older. Maybe I'm becoming one of those old people's like, my generation was better, blah, blah, blah. But I really haven't found a lot of that. This is people younger are going to be able to hear this and have a chance to, latch on.
Well,
And yeah, it's a multi-generational band. And here we are. And this is a chance for those people who are younger now to see it. So yeah, it's awesome.
Nick, if you want to talk about new music in the last number of years, a lot of these old guy bands, Iron Maiden put out Senjutsu, fantastic album. Judas Priest put out
Great.
Invincible Shield, a fantastic album. Hold on, Ozzy put out Patient Number 9. Judas Priest put out Firepower. Ozzy, Patient Number 9. In my opinion, those 3 records are some of those bands' best work in their entire catalog, and I wouldn't be surprised. I want to just say this. So there's a lot of comments. Will Rush put out new music? I wouldn't be surprised if they do, and they follow the same trajectory of those 3 bands that I just named, where they put out a record that is fantastic.
Sure.
I want to end this with this because we're. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say I wasn't talking about older bands playing now. I'm talking about like
Talk about new band.
newer
Okay, well, fine.
musicians.
But,
Yeah.
Okay. My point is these older bands in like Rush. If it happens, it happens. I think it will be fantastic. I know Kira has to go, and I do want to wrap, but I want to wrap with this. This is from Nancy's Facebook 3 hours ago. I'm gonna skim it, but since my inbox has been overflowing, it's easy to write. How do you feel about all these? How do you feel questions? Thank you everyone for being concerned. Very happy for Alex and Getty. They want to keep playing while they can. As long as they feel they can keep up that level that created their music for 40 years, then that is great for them. We're also very happy that there's a female drummer selected, both for the fans and for ourselves, hoping it will keep all away the negative comments, not trying to try and replicate the persona as a male that you may, as a male, may feel the need to do. You can imagine those shoes to fill would be daunting to anyone, so great choice. We certainly love seeing all our tribute bands friends play and never feel the need to compare and just enjoy. Now I'm not skimming. Now I'm reading it word for word, by the way. But so for all of you on the fence, if you want to go and experience Getty and Alex once again, enjoy with 3 exclamation points. Maybe they will make a big donation to the Neil Peart tribute planned at Lakeside Park and help get it moving. All the best, Nancy, Judy, and Betty Peart. And P.S. No, we cannot get tickets.
So the Peart family just did what Nancy just wrote in 2 minutes.
Sums up this entire video we just did.
Exactly.
Well, it took us 45 and a half minutes to pull off, right?
Yeah, Don't compare. Go and shut up and enjoy it, please.
Or don't, but shut up anyway.
Exactly. Or don't go and it's fine. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Cut. We will wrap there. So, but on a serious note, we're going to do more about the 50-something tour. As I mentioned at the beginning, we're going to have more specific type episodes, like where we talk about specific topics related to it, set lists, song choices, the drummer, maybe even the dates. I'm sure we'll record some film from when we're all we're going to probably have someone at every single show other than the Mexico City show. I doubt there's going to be anybody going to that, but
I got a passport.
I just, was thinking I'd show up in New Mexico and go, where's the
where's the Rush show? Where's the band? Did I miss the band?
Did they play Bangkok?
Bangkok?
Yeah, they never play Bangkok. All right, so we will have more to cover on this. Those that are new to the channel, there might be some new folks. Check out what we do. It's pretty cool stuff. We've been trying to keep the Rush memory and spirit and all that fun in the community alive for the past 5 years. And we will continue to do that. We're going to discuss every Clockwork Angels song over the next 4 months. So stay tuned for that. And Rush on, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
David.